All right, guys, we're going to kick it off quick today. CoinGecko has the market at $2.27 trillion with a trading volume of $143 billion. And that's a very good sign for altcoins. Let's start with Bitcoin. They're at 49,952. They tested 50,000. We're above 50,000 for a short period of time. You can see on the screen there's an 18% increase in the last 7 days. Ethereum is not exactly keeping up right now. So 34.44. It had a nice one-day increase at 3.6%, but its overall is 17.2. Now, I know you're thinking that's only a 1% variable. But one of the signs that you're looking for when meme coins start to surge or something like that goes on, one of those big signs is you start to see Ethereum pumping a little bit harder than Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is the one that's doing all the pumping right now. But as you go down the list, you see that Cardano is still just kind of trading sideways. Hasn't been a whole lot of action. The faithful and the loyal of Cardano are still sitting there being faithful and loyal, but you got to attract new investors. Binance is up 31% in the last 7 days. Solana continues to impress. It's down in the last hour, but a negligible amount, 23% on the week. XRP at 14.7%, Polkadot at 14.9%. Doge has finally made some movement. It is up 19.3%. Going down the line, Avalanche trading a little bit sideways. Terra's up good. ICP is sitting at a 29% increase. Axie Infinity has been just taking off. It's up 115% in the last 7 days, and that is after a decline of 9% in the 24-hour window. Polygon is starting to move upwards. There was a lot of sentiment yesterday because it has now flipped Ethereum, at least for one day, as having the most unique addresses. And that means something, and that should mean that at some point real soon, you're going to see Polygon just really start to take off. Shiba Inu is probably the story of the day. It is now trading. It is continuing to go. It's up 102%. It's up 55.7 in the 24-hour window. And guys, today I have a challenge for you if you are just watching or you don't know me. August 23rd was the first day that I started covering meme coins and altcoins. And if you go back and you look at each one of these tokens and look at your profit and increase, if you had done what I said in the beginning, which is put yourself a little bit into every single one of these products. Do the math. Don't let me do the math for you. You do the math and you tell me who you should be following for financial advice. But this is not financial advice. But I am always right. You get it. So the market is starting to soar. We are really seeing some nice legs up for a lot of different products. Arweave is up 32.7%. Thorchain is up 28.6%. Olympus is up 38.5%. Icon is up 55%. Folks, the market is starting to move. So your altcoins are probably in a good place. And what does that mean for meme coins? Well, let's go take a look and let's move on.
I'm married to the music like more to be on bricks. Even my lady call herself a side chick. I'm popping up like over red and vodka on the flame conscious.
First meme coin up today is Keanu. That's trading at 1350. It dropped a zero in the last 24 hours, and the 24-hour total has it up 41.23%. That is a pretty big spike. Also, if you watch the scroll down at the bottom, Keanu Friday buy day is every Friday. They're trying to wreck some whales, try to make some good things happen, bring value and sentiment to the investors. And that is the kind of thing that you're looking for when you're talking about any token, is you want a community that is willing to do a little bit of sacrifice in order to make you some more money. So 41.23% is a pretty good total on the day. Basically came out of nowhere. Nobody knows. The only thing that we saw was Shiba started to take off. Doge made a little bit of a move, and Bitcoin started to get real healthy real fast. And the next thing you know, here we are. So good things are happening. Let's see if we can maintain it. That's going to be key. And that's going to be part of shilling your product, letting people know that the opportunity exists for the investment, and moving on. All right, guys, HokkFi is way up on the day at 1876, also up 46%. And those are very big numbers. Again, in another meme coin. And there is news to report. Mike Howard sent this out just a little while ago, about 7 hours. Says, when relaunch, we can expect a relaunch in around 1 to 3 weeks, but sooner if we can. A rebranding to HokkFi is what we're looking at. I hold my ETH Hokk tokens on exchange. What should I do? In order to migrate, you will need to transfer your ETH Hokk coins to a personal wallet, i.e. Trust, MetaMask, etc. When the dev team is ready, we will announce the migration wallet address here in Telegram. What about the fees? Fees are out of control. Now, guys, you know I've read this before, but this is an update. Fees are out of control. However, fees to transfer to a wallet are much less than a buy or sell fee. We will endeavor to let you know the cheapest time to transfer where possible. What if I don't want to migrate? After relaunch, the current ETH contract will be obsolete, and so will the tokens on it. This is why we are informing you now so that you have the choice to sell and buy back again after relaunch, or hold in wallet and be part of the migration. Why relaunch? The current Hokk contract is renounced, meaning liquidity is locked and the contract is too rigid for us to work with in order to move the project forward. This decision has been made in the best interests of the project and our investors. Will I receive the same amount of coins? As the new supply will be lower, you will receive the same percentage of supply as you own in new supply. If you own 0.01% of current supply, you will receive 0.01% of new supply. What will the new supply be? The tokenomics are still being approved, and we hope to have more details soon. However, what we can say is that the new supply will be significantly less than the current supply. I hold BSC Hokk in my wallet. What should I do? BSC Hokk holders will not have to migrate manually. Simply hold onto your tokens, and you will automatically be airdropped your new tokens. What about HokkFi when launched? The plan is to launch HokkFi shortly after the main relaunch. So, guys, if you have any other questions, go into the Telegram and get your information in there. But there's a lot of changes going on. There's a lot of rebranding happening and a lot of future. And you're up 50% on the day. I called it. Moving on. All right, guys, Sanshu Trading at 1627, also up 14% on the day in the 24-hour window, but there is a big up from yesterday where there was a big dip down here. So you're really up probably about 40%, just like the rest of everybody else. Your trend was just a little bit different than other people, but that does mean that the trend is headed back up. And if you are not in the Telegram, get in the Telegram, because there is some very prescient advice right now. We need the community to spread the word. Advertisements are one thing, but people are more likely to invest if they hear it from someone else than from an ad. So, guys, that's the right idea and that's the right sentiment. This is a grassroots sort of thing in the meme token universe, where it's your ability to get your friends involved. It's your ability to get people to recognize your product. This is all about recognition and branding. Sanshu has a great brand, and it takes word of mouth to make it happen. So if you're watching this and you're part of the Sanshuverse, get to Twitter, share your product with people. Let them know that this is a great investment. Let them know why this is a great investment, and give them an opportunity to make a decision for themselves, and inform them in the best way that you possibly can what the opportunity is. Also, there is a dev chat that will take place in approximately 1 day. It's going to be tomorrow at 8 a.m. So it will be taking place in 24 hours and 30 minutes from right now. And that is 1 p.m. USDT. So if you're ever wondering and you're in the Central Time Zone, it's a 5-hour difference. Moving on. All right, Floki Vikings, the meme coin universe is exploding, but Floki's not. And some of you might be asking yourself, why though? Why does the dev team not do anything? because you're crazy. Okay, here is what's going on with Floki, and by proxy, just so everybody understands, this is the same thing that's affecting Saitama. You guys have created a nice group of investors, a nice group of holders. You have a firm base, and you are more like an altcoin already than you are a meme coin. So when there's a pump and there's a test pump, the amount of movement coming out of your token is not as brisk as it would be if you were a meme token and somebody just threw in 20 Ethereum into something like Keanu or Kishu or Hokk or Sanshu. It's just a little bit different. And the reality is this: when you guys take off, you are going to take off to the moon and beyond, because what's going to happen is, as soon as the Shiba investors have gotten incredibly fat off of their Shiba product, and they are going to move and they are going to be looking for something else to do. And guess where they're coming? So your time is going to be here very soon. And the question for anybody who has been saying, and I see this in chat, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. People are saying, well, how come Floki is not doing anything about price? So let me make another announcement about Floki, because, dear Vikings, you are a Viking, by the way, if you're watching this. And if you're not watching this, you don't know what I'm talking about, so who cares? Dear Vikings, as part of our strategic move towards world domination and ensuring the Floki brand is everywhere, we'd like to announce a complete lockdown of Texas and Florida for up to 3 months. This campaign, which starts from the 18th of October, will feature 19 Floki billboards in Austin, Texas, Cameron County, Texas, and Orlando, Florida. 10 of these billboards will go in Texas, while 9 will go in Florida. We expect these billboards to get 11 million impressions monthly, for a total of 33 million impressions at the end of the campaign. For perspective, one of the key target regions is Cameron County, where Boca Chica is located. Besides the fact that SpaceX is located in Boca Chica, Cameron County is the location of South Padre Island, one of the most popular vacation spots in Texas, with about 4.3 million annual visitors, mostly young people likely to invest in crypto. Now, I know what you're saying to yourself. What do you mean SpaceX? What I'm saying to you is there are billboards that are going to be going from Elon Musk's house to SpaceX. So he's going to see Floki every day. How soon before he starts to go crazy tweeting about it and he starts to support you guys? It's a no-brainer. It's also worth noting that Elon Musk has a home in Boca Chica. It's also safe to assume the region is affluent enough for the world's richest man to have a home there. I guess he'll also be seeing the Floki ads regularly whenever he visits the Boca Chica home. These billboards will also allow us to lock down Austin, with the Floki billboard strategically positioned in places where the Floki brand will get maximum awareness and visibility. Another key region we are targeting is Orlando, Florida. To give you an idea of how significant this is, Orlando Metro has a population of 3 million people. It's the home of Disney World and Universal Studios, as well as many other large amusement parks. So it is a major tourist attraction, attracting as many as 35 million tourists in one calendar year. And for the SpaceX fans, you'd be excited to find out that there is a SpaceX launch site in Orlando too. There is no question who is being targeted. There is no question what dog is going to come up next. Guys, it's Floki. And if you're not recognizing it and you're not seeing it and you're not appreciating the value that this dev team is adding to this product, you're what the French call an idiot. Moving on. Okay, guys, Saitama, Wolfpack, you guys are trading at 11.51. That's up 3% on the previous day. You're not seeing the same type of pump as other meme coins are seeing right now. And the reason is very simple. You already have $1 billion market cap. So when these things are happening, you are increasing your holders. You're spreading the investors completely out. And as soon as that Shiba money starts to cascade down, they are coming for the places where they can make money. And if this sentiment is just right, and I'm believing that it is because it all matches up so far, then what you are about to see over the course of about the next 4 days is a rise up to 2,000. I called it here first, guys. So just remember that it's coming. Anybody who is one of the 100 NFT owners of Saitama Car for Vegas, please wait for an email from info@saitamatoken.com, and please check with us if it is legit. Again, be very careful and mindful of scammers. It is very important right now that you pay attention to scammers. They are coming at you hard, and they are trying to make life difficult, but you know what? Wolfpack rise above. Moving on. Okay, guys, Kishu's trading at 82.99. That is up 40% on the previous day. Kishu was already on the move up for several previous days before that. And what I told you for anybody who's listened to me for any length of time is that you would see it in Shiba, that Shiba only had so much to do before it would start to give way to the next token up. And guess what that next token up just happens to be? And guess who called it months ago? Kishu, you guys are about to get sent. I believe that you guys are the next one on the block again. I think that we're all going to have a nice little lift. We're all going to see a little bit of prosperity as we go along. But Kishu is the one that can make the big move and give you like a quick 10x for almost nothing and get up towards that $1 billion market cap, which everybody is looking so hard for. Just remember that Shiba money, that Doge money, is going to start to cascade down. The Doge holders, and there's a lot of hodlers, but the normal holder is just looking to get a little bit of their money back so that they can cash out, so that they can find something with an opportunity. And Kishu has been doing everything this entire time to show opportunity and prosperity is just a few days, weeks, months away. It's a long-term hold, and you don't need to look any further than this. They started on April 17 of 2021 and already have 205,000 holders. That is huge. So get your bag packed. Make sure that you're ready for success. Moving on. StarLink Troopers, what's going on? You're up 13.55. That's 34.85%. And if you listened to me yesterday and you packed your bag a little bit more, then guess what? You're real happy today. If you didn't, you're just looking at me like I'm an asshole. Also, gave some opinions about the new game, the StarLink Metaverse, to Shahid yesterday. And guess what? He liked them. So maybe I'm now the video game guru, but probably not. Anyway, things are getting real good. They're starting to look up. A little more activity, a little more as you get closer to the launch. That's when you're going to start to see things really, really ramp up. You guys are not far off from an absolute breakout moment. Market cap is $135 million. And there is an all-time high up here. But the support line is going to be at 1770. That looks like, and it's a long way off, it would appear. But that is a lot of support at the 1770, 1700 level. So I think you guys are going to have another big leg up in very short order as this market continues to surge. So if your bag is not already packed, I don't know what's wrong with you. But life-changing money is just around the corner. You just have to have faith, and you have to hold them. Moving on. Big bosses at Boss Token. What is going on, guys? Trading at 1735. That's up 24.24% over the previous day. Now, remember, when we were doing this yesterday, you guys had a little bit of a sell-off. You'd had some people who were taking their profit, and that's fine. The only thing that you need to know at that point is, do we get another leg up, and are we going to start seeing things moving back in the right direction? That 24-hour window gave you a 24% lift. That is outstanding in a very short period of time. And at the same time, Zero Waiting, the guru, also made a post in Telegram that gives you a link so that you can actually look and see the Boss Track app going to work. So, guys, this is very important. And I keep saying this, and I can't stress this enough. It is very important in the meme coin universe, in the altcoin universe, and in any coin universe that you are able to accurately track your money. Every single app that you have for stock trading tells you exactly where you are at any given time. It is a no-brainer, and that certainly does not yet really exist in this universe. You can look up your Ethereum, you can look up your Binance, you can look up everything, but this is going to give you an opportunity to look at everything in one fell swoop. And that is a lot of work, but it's a lot of reward, because the chains really shouldn't matter. We should be able to ping these chains. We should be able to create some value that we can show to people through these tracking systems, and we should be able to create an app that allows you to, at a moment notice, know exactly where you are without having to put in a lot of work. All you have to do is attach your wallet, and that is crazy awesome. So guys, make sure to fill your bag, because you have support sitting around 3,000 and you're at 1765. And as you start to move out here, you can see that there's two levels showing you support right around the $3,000 3,000 point level. So your next one is coming up at 2,000, 2,100, and as we move back here, you got a little bit of support there, but the big support is going to be at 3,000. So all you have to do, keep shilling your product, keep letting people know what their opportunity is, and keep the push on, because 3,000, and that is about 100% lift from where you currently are right now, is only a short time away. It is not that far. The meme coin season, I don't think that we've started yet, but we're getting there. So make sure you take advantage of the opportunity. Make sure that you let people know that Boss token is not to be messed with. Moving on. Okay, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but let's talk about meme coin season. This is what you have to do. This is the template. I'm going to give you the full design right now. Take your money and convert it to either Ethereum or BNB, and then you will be able to go onto specific chains. Once you are on those chains, you go into the swaps. Once you're in the swap, then you make a purchase and you choose the meme coin that attracts you the most. Do your own research. Don't listen to me, even though I'm always right. Do your own research. Figure out the product that is best for you. Figure out the community that is best for you. Or if you have a little bit of money, spread it around so that you're hedging your bets to see where everything takes you. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. If you have a product that is engaged and you have people in Telegram and they are working, and you can see that these people are working towards profitability and they are putting in the effort and they are engaged, and the development team is putting forth the effort to show you that there is a future in this token and that they are working towards that future. If you can see that, that's all you need. The question after that becomes, when do you take your profit? And most common sentiment, and I'm not remaking the wheel here, okay? But I'm going to give you an example. If you put $1,000 into any meme token, and that meme token is now worth $2,000, then you should withdraw your money, but only half, and keep your initial investment in there. And then you would then have another $1,000 in order to make other plays or another play. If it doubles again, then you can do the same. But at that point, you've got a real declining sort of level. Now, what I just told you is great advice. It's not going to make you a millionaire. What I told you is a way for you to continue to move along and continue to make and show yourself some profits, because as much as you win, you're going to lose. And the point to it all is that you can still make a lot of money, but if one product gets wrecked and it's a product that you're in, then you are out whatever that money is. So be very careful with your investment. Again, Look for activity, look for people doing stuff, find the places that seem to be inspired. When they're inspired, check the contract. You can go and you can check it like rug pull or rugscreen.com or IO. There's a lot of different places where you can go in order to test these things out and see whether or not the liquidity is locked, whether or not the ownership is renounced. You can see everything you need to know. But you have to put in the work. If you put in that work and everything looks good, then you make that play and then you can pull out whenever you need to, or you can just hodl it long term. Keanu does something brilliant because what they're doing is every Friday they're asking investors just put in another $100 and do that because whales tend to buy at a specific time. So they're trying to drive up the price just a little bit because when the whales come back in, the price will spike and everybody creates a little bit more value. And when you're playing that way and you have, I think, 20,500 investors, when you have 20,500 investors, then you're talking about putting in considering that people are not everybody is going to do it, but that's $20, $30, $40, $50,000 more that's just going in at a specific time, driving that price up a little bit. So, guys, there's plenty of things that you can do, but the important thing is find your product, hold. And if you're unsure, take your profit, move it around, make your plays. But that is all you have to do. That's all you have to do for life-changing opportunity and wealth to hit you. That's my time. Let's all have a good day and let's prosper and let's hope this market continues what it's doing right now.
I've been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarette butts.